This was a great chapter, but what made it even greater is Luffy wearing a coat. Technically, that's not a coat, but a blanket. But hey, beggars cannot be choosers. So, shut up. So finally, after 900 chapters, Luffy is wearing a coat just like other legends. I really did not expect that, and I hope he will continue to wear it from this point on, because as we all know, we cannot become a legend without a coat. This is the unbreakable rule. Anyway, on the cover page we have Nami, at least that's what I thought at first. And I was thinking, did I miss a couple of chapters where Nami went from just being a navigator to this badass warrior, who is ready to take on even Big Mom? But then I read the text at the bottom, but I was not disappointed, because this means that we will see her again. Hyden has an impressive doctor. Sanji will be happy. One Nami is great, two Namis are certain death. He should have gotten married when he had the chance. Now he's risking swimming in his own blood. Anyway, so the sun did not blow up. For those 2.5 people who thought it did, then this chapter has good news. It was a miracle, they all are alive. So their plan was to switch the ships and buy some time, but it did not really work. And they should have expected this because they were up against a very capable people, and they are not going to be tricked so easily. But the interesting thing here is that the ship that the fisherman did sacrifice was the ship that Fisher Tiger built it. They really are going all out and holding nothing back. They would be a great asset to the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, and especially Watasumi, since the Grand Fleet does not have a submarine, unless Law decides to join. And then Oven uses his power to hit the water, and Watasumi comes to the surface and spits out the ship. I was wondering why it did not go even deeper, because I don't think Oven can hit the water even at the bottom of the sea. But it could be that the waters are shallow here since they are close to an island, or they are deep but the Straw Hats would not be able to cope with the pressure of the deep waters, since they are humans. We got a little flashback where we see what the fishmen are ready to do for Jinbe and the Straw Hats. And after the flashback is over, we have this panel where they are above the water and they are standing in a line ready to take on Big Mom pirates. I have only one word to describe this panel. Epic. I really want them to join the Grand Fleet. These guys are true warriors. And then Jinbe says I cannot leave them behind. Was anyone surprised by what Jinbe said? This is exactly what you expect from him. He does ask Luffy to allow him to help them, and Luffy gives an answer that you can only hear in the manga world. Even if you die, don't die. That's how a true captain gives orders. Jinbe did smile. I expected him to say, don't worry, I will come in Wano together with Pedro. When they were talking in Zou Island about the war in Wano, Nekomamushi said that even if we get Marco and the rest to help us, it would still not be enough to match them. So I think it's really important for the fishmen to go to Wano as well. And based on this chapter, that is what will happen, because I don't think they will leave Jinbe alone to go to a war that could mean his death. If so, then what was the whole point of risking their lives to save him from Big Mom pirates? And at the end, we see that Big Mom is joining the party. And I think that this is a sign that this arc will end soon, because one way or the other, I don't see how things can continue for much longer with Big Mom there. She said that she will steal Luffy's soul, so the fact that they gave her the cake is not going to play a part in the matter. And this is great, because it would be weird if she would forgive them just because they gave her a cake. Then it would be really hard to be afraid of a Yonko. But now the question is, how they will escape? They are having problems with just the pirates there. Now that Big Mom will come as well, their chances are very low, unless maybe Big Mom does remember that she was the one who killed the children and Mother Carmel, and she doesn't go after them, but this would be anticlimactic. The other option is other characters to show up and help the Straw Hats. One character that could help them is Garp. Maybe after what did happen in Marineford, he wants to see his grandson because it has been 2 years since he has seen Luffy. But what do you guys think? How this arc will end? And what did you think about this chapter? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, like and share if you liked this video, and subscribe for more One Piece videos.